Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon White with Brandon White Law. Before I became a criminal defense attorney, I was a state trooper right here in Arizona for over 10 years. I've made these exact same traffic stops, written the reports, heard every excuse imaginable. Now, watching these encounters unfold on camera gives us a front row seat to break down exactly how not to act when those red and blue lights flip on. You ready? Let's roll.
Description on the missing subject. She's advising that she's been drugged. They gave her crystal meth.
We got a report that there's a female that's been kidnapped and drugged.
In the backseat of the vehicle, a subject named Louie is taking her to the Meadows in Wickenburg.
Suspect is now calling dispatch. The female had stated she'd been kidnapped by a man named Louie at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport.
Her mother is Hillary Clinton and Peoria.
The female stating her
Famous
mother's
parents.
Hillary Clinton. She was Chelsea. So it could be a first for me. Right there, you kind of begin to think of mental health issues.
See the speed they're going? Have to get there. Get there safe.
Over and die.
Right now, we don't know what we have.
So I used to work for the same agency here too. This is a prime example, and I think the troopers are doing a really, really good job. Prime example of your first 911 call. Don't judge a book by its cover, right? A first 911 call came from the quote victim. And then now the driver who's supposedly kidnapping her is also calling in, giving a completely different account of the story. So obviously until troopers arrive and figure out what's going on, it's important to just not get too pigeonholed on one story. They're doing a good job in that.
555, you backing up here now. You in my car.
Arriving on scene. Poor traffic's probably like, what the hell's going on up there? The whole interstate's closed down. You'll see they're doing a high-risk traffic stop. Obviously, it's officer safety, public issue, safety issue. They're not sure what they have yet, right? So it's best just to do a controlled stop of the vehicle and get everyone out one by one, take control of the situation, then figure it out. Because honestly, two differing 911 calls right now.
Car! Step out of the vehicle now!
Giving verbal commands.
Car! Back up! Back up! Watch your left!
It may seem extreme, but you got to understand, right? They have to take control of the situation here. They don't know if the driver's armed, the passenger's armed. They don't know what vehicles are going to stop out with them. They got to take control of the situation. So it may sound harsh. Trust me, they're just doing their job.
Do more in the vehicle.
To your left! Yes, step to your left! I know which way.
Sorry for the guys coming in. We're actually
Stop screaming!
Here's the driver.
Passenger!
Hands up!
Listen to her.
Out of the vehicle! Step to the left!
Driver's actually pretty calm.
To the left!
I'll do whatever you ask. You just tell me
Do you hear the helicopter?
I am, so you-
Police helicopter around?
All right.
Can I tell you?
Where did you pick her up at?
At the airport.
Oh, you picked her up at the airport?
Oh, the Meadows, they got her number.
Is that where you work?
The Meadows, that's where I work.
This is Trooper Casey with the Highway Patrol.
Now they're calling to see what's going on.
And she's claiming that he kidnapped her against her will. But he's
So here the troopers saying, you know what? Listen, we're getting two different stories here, but it may not be what the initial caller said that she was getting kidnapped. She might not have been kidnapped. So they're calling and try to verify the driver's story. Is he really transporting her to a behavioral health or a rehab? Is she a drug addict? She needs some help. He's just trying to cater that help. They're trying to confirm that story. I think they're calling the facility right now.
I mean, he's bringing her to the Meadows.
Is there a weapon in the trunk? She told us there might be a gun. No, there's no gun. She's hyperactive.
I'm speaking with the nurse. She's saying that Mr. was transporting her for rehab.
They're confirming the driver's
Call
story.
the Meadows, the place. She has mental health issues because of long-term meth use. Okay. So,
I'm just taking her to the rehab center and she's flighty. She's scared to go. She don't know who I am. She don't trust me. But we do this 5 or 6 times a week. We pick people up and take them to rehab.
So he's explaining, hey, listen, this is just part of my job. I'm a caretaker. I work for a rehab facility and I match people that need help and drop them off at the rehab facility. I'm just doing my job. But man, poor old man. He's probably got the fear of his life here, doing a high-risk traffic stop on his vehicle. Probably not sure what's going on.
yeah.
Step out there real quick.
Listen to this. See what she has to say.
Oh, you didn't talk to your mom?
No, I just got arrested for prostitution. I'm going to I didn't have an escort. My mother should have been here with me going to rehab, and now I'm going to jail forever.
They didn't know she was in this condition, or they would have sent somebody
Well,
to
yeah.
ride with her, but they didn't realize this.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
See how calm the troopers
They're
are?
trying to decide on how they're going to transport her to either that drug rehab facility or one here in Phoenix. She obviously can't go with the male she was with because of safety issues. A fear that she'd run out of the vehicle or continue to call 911 and make these kind of claims.
Last time I kidnapped this guy, and he said called the 911, and about a month later they called me down to the office one day for the meeting. The director called me in. They had 2 or 3 people in the office. Said, "You get the Employee of the Month award for kidnapping a patient." First time it ever happened. Now it's happened twice.
Yeah, maybe you'll get Employee of the Year.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, wow. I mean, that's just an example of what, honestly, troopers did a great job. They're given one side of the story from a 911 call. Someone else calls in, gives a completely different story. What's going on, right? So it looks like responding troopers did an amazing job. They had backup, safely closed down the roadway, did a high-risk traffic stop, got everybody out, and then separated the parties, figured out what really happened. There was no kidnapping. This poor person has been through hell and back, probably with meth addiction, other addiction and mental health issues, and the driver was doing his job trying to drop her off at a rehab facility. So case in point, go easy on the troopers, man. They're not always they don't always have the story when they respond to these calls. You want to see more reaction videos? Subscribe for more.